Good evening and welcome to this evening's live stream. So give me 1 second as I get caught up. Right, let's see what we have to discuss this evening. So I don't know how busy it's going to be today because we are coming a few days away from Christmas or the holidays, if you're celebrating it or not. And it's generally quietens down. I say somewhat quietens down before the end of the year, but yeah, who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Let's see what happens. We have. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look through some comments before we jump in. Um, okay, we're jumping into the deep end with this one straight away as the first one. What are the real camera limits on the NVRs? I have a NVR under the 24 4K limit, but I'm missing some smart events. The documentation suggests otherwise. So generally, going to Ubiquiti's website is your best bet. And if you are under that limit, I would definitely. Sorry, just bear with me a second. I'm just trying to check something out. I would definitely be contacting Ubiquiti or logging a ticket with them. Account.ui.com/something, if I remember correctly. He says off the top of his head, account.ui.com. And I think there's a live chat option. Yeah, Ubiquiti AI and live chat. And there's a live support button which you can talk to. First, you'll get through to an AI bot. Once you get past the AI bot, they'll log a ticket for you and move you on to somebody else. So if you are seeing issues that you're missing something, I would definitely get that logged with Ubiquiti. Have a look at the CPU usage and see where you are with there. Have a look at your disks and just see what's happening overall. Uncle Sanchez, good evening. Greetings from Plymouth. A little bit quiet the way down south from me. I'm wondering if you have any idea when the UVC G6 entry will be available. If I had that crystal ball, I wish I could. I definitely wish I could tell you that. I hope to see it this side of the year, and I'm hoping a lot of people are going to be hoping to see it this side of the year. But it's down to the Ubiquiti gods, I guess, when they are ready to release this product. Also, in your opinion, is it worth waiting for it? Depends what you're hoping to get out of it. I mean, if you have PoE run to your doorbell at the moment, and you don't need to worry about additional cabling being run there, or you want to know about, how do I word this? Or you want to know about, or you have a 2-wire. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought there. Or you have 2-wire run there already, and you don't want to run Ethernet cable. Then yes, maybe you might want to look at getting a G4 Doorbell Pro, but it has been out a few years now. If I was in your shoes, probably for the sake of X number of days, it could be a week, could be a few weeks, could be a month, I would probably hold fire and get the latest and greatest. Who knows? It might be a Christmas gift come early and you might see it sooner than you think. But that's not me alluding to anything. That's just pure speculation before anyone takes that out of a bit of context. Yeah, so I hope that kind of answers your question. Vasil, good evening. How you doing? Hey, Rich, good evening. Hey, Cyberdog. So this stream is dedicated to Cyberdog because Cody's not streaming this evening. So I hope you enjoy this evening. I don't know how long it's going to be, but yeah, let's see how we get on. I've got some editing to do after, so I definitely need to get that done. Cody could. Don't let Cody see this. I'm sure he won't be very happy at this point. What's good? Happy holidays. Hey, how you doing? I hope you guys are getting some downtime really over this part of the year. I know for some people it just goes crazy at this part of the year, but for those of you that are going to get downtime, hey Jesse, how you doing? Lunchtime where I am. Yep, you're halfway across the other side of the world. I wish it was still lunchtime here, just so I had more of a Sunday, and tomorrow is Monday. But yeah, unfortunately that's not the case. Why are they so loud in the UDM Pros? I'm trying to think what that question is, or what that one's referring to. I apologize if I'm missing something. Just out of curiosity, are you guys seeing any issues on YouTube? Because I'm getting an error, something to do with frame rates. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Okay, maybe it's something to do with my FPS. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, just let me know if you're seeing anything on YouTube. But hey, Cyber Army, good evening. How you doing? And as Black Jedi has just said, hit that like button if you haven't already. There's 20 of you already and only 4 likes. That's not a good ratio at this point. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good morning. I guess you're already at Monday morning. You must already have the Monday morning blues. Yeah, anyway, we move on. That's my sad attempt as a joke. Let's have a look. I saw a post on Reddit mention that if you filter devices by price, you get an idea of the unreleased cameras. G6 180 and AI multi-sensor. I think I saw that post, but it's interesting. That's for sure. It's an interesting way of looking at it. So if you filter, let's delete this. We don't need this kind of spam here. If you filter your devices by price, doesn't look to, maybe either they've fixed that already or it doesn't seem to be doing it for me, that's for sure. Because let's have a look. So if I go, do I have anything on here that you're not supposed to see? No, I don't think so. Right, let's go here. And then let me bring my camera up first so you can see me. So if I go by price lowest, it shows me all of these here. It doesn't really give me a price. And that's on the US store. So either they've fixed that already or that's not the case. Because if I go to price highest, unless you're doing it somewhere else, then I don't know. But yeah. Anyway. Yep, 100%. This is going to be a W stream all the way through. I can see it from now. Excuse me. Right, where are we? Okay, I was thinking about an AI horn in my side entrance to trigger dog barking sounds on certain protect events. Is the AI horn overkill or is there a PoE alternative? Thanks for your videos. For any residential use, the AI horn is definitely overkill. Is there something that is an alternative? Not in the Ubiquiti lineup at the moment. I'm hoping they have something in between coming at some point, but I don't think there is anything in terms of the AI horn, unless you're using the two-way audio on the speakers, or you have an enhancer and you're using that. But that's not going to be probably as loud as you want it to be. I mean, the AI horn does have it. It does have the ability to adjust the volume. So if you wanted to bring it down, it's just in terms of the loudness, it's not generally designed for residential use. That being said, I'm sure, no doubt, if you ask some people in the comments, I'm sure there is definitely some people that are using this in their home environment, in the residential environment. But no, it's generally designed for commercial use. But that being said, there's no reason why you can't. Hello, good evening. So annoyingly, YouTube only gives us your handles now. It doesn't give us your name. So I'm not going to attempt to pronounce some of these names because I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher them quite badly. So best regards to everyone from Austria. Okay, good evening. Everything looks good on my end. Good. Just had a very slight pause, but nothing I'd worry about. Okay, cool. Thank you. I bought a 2U UPS and already have a few devices plugged in. Can you tell me how to shut down the devices normally? So the main things you want to do is you want to get, I can't bring up Unify Network at this point, just because I don't know what's in there. And I'm pretty sure there is something you're probably not supposed to see. So I'm not going to bring that up at this moment. But in terms of doing that, you should be able to pair your UPS with your devices. There should be a pair option, and that would be anything from your NASes to your gateways, etc., etc. So those are the devices that you can shut down gracefully in there. In terms of shutting down individually, there is no individual control on each socket. That isn't a feature that's available. I'm hoping it's something that will come soon. Not saying Ubiquiti will definitely do this, but I am hoping they will add that feature. But I know people that have a PDU would be a lot more disappointed, but I'm hoping they bring that anyway. Afternoon here till Texans playing an hour and a half. I think I'll be long on an hour and a half. Generally, I stream for about an hour. Sometimes it goes a bit over, but yeah, it's we'll see how we get on. When you say "ask me anything," yeah, I mean that's the title of the stream. You can ask me anything, whether I answer the questions or not. That is the question. But yeah, I mean you're more than welcome to ask me anything whatsoever. For the price of the G180, you can find it in Unified Design Center. G6180, I should say. Let's have a look. Design.ui.com. Let's have a look. I won't flash this up on screen, but we will have a look and see what we can add. Let's have a look. G61. Oh, I'm going G8 already. I'm going ahead of myself. G6180. Add. And then if we go to the basket, you said, right? Let's have a little look. G6180. Is it there? Is it not there? Currently unavailable. Oh, okay. Interesting. You guys, there's no getting anything past you guys, is there really? If there's a way to find something else, you guys will go to the ends of the earth to find it out. There really is nothing passing from you guys. But interesting. Okay. That is definitely an interesting way to find the price of certain items. I'm guessing, I'm intrigued now. I'm guessing this is the same. I'm guessing this is going to be the same for the AI multi-sensor. Is that even in here? Can't see it in here, but anyway, I digress. That's something for my own viewing, not for you. Anyway, that ruined my joke. I'm here. Hey, Cody. Well, we are joined by Cody and Jesse this evening. So at some point, I don't know if they're still around, but anyway, welcome to this evening. Cody's out on holiday this week. He's relaxing and enjoying. And it looks like Cody's been caught in the act by Cyberdog because Cody said he had bad Wi-Fi. But yeah, you know, he can still send some messages, as he said. Let's see what else we got here. What else have we got? So there is, I realize I've put Ask Me Anything, but there is something new that got launched this week. For those that were wanting something new to come about. And let me just get that. I'll pop it down here just in case it is all the right stuff. So we have the Retrofit PSU, we have the Retrofit Hub, and we have the Retrofit Reader. So we have some of these devices. Okay, that's not a good idea. But you can see this is not going over well, is it? So yeah, anyway, we'll have a look at those in a few moments. But that's not exactly the best place to put it because it's right in front of my mouse. But yeah, we'll pop them on this side for now. I need to do a tidy up of my desk. There is just too much everywhere. So we'll move that out of the way. But yeah, so we'll cover the Retrofit Reader shortly. We will talk about that one. Let's have a look at this question. Do you think the new U7 Pro wall the new U7 Pro XG wall is really better in real world in combination to a non-XG? The only upgrade for me is the network ports. The 2.5 isn't a real bottleneck. To be honest with you, I've not tested the old in-wall. I have the new in-wall right here. Oh, not the in-wall, the wall version. So I have it right here. I haven't tested it yet, but it's on the to-do list at some point over the holidays if I can get round to it. In terms of sometimes, not always, sometimes Ubiquiti will make those slight tweaks just to bring something up to standard. in terms of the rest of the standard of what they're doing. So this is matching the rest of the XG range. So this is something that's there. In terms of performance, I couldn't speak to it because I've not done a side-by-side comparison just yet. But if I do have the old one, maybe I will do a comparison video when I do the review of it. So sorry to give you a very political answer there, but the answer is I'm not sure yet, unfortunately. Hey man, been watching you for a while. Love your content. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's have a look. What else we got? Did you get any problems after last night's update? Didn't update anything. Okay, fine. Hello from Texas. Sorry I can't stay the whole time. Packing stuff for a road trip. No worries. It's that time of the year where I'm not quite sure what to expect on the live streams, actually. I don't know if they're going to be busy, if they're going to be quiet, or if I'm just going to be talking to myself. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, enjoy the road trip. I hope you are going somewhere nice. Hello, have a UNVR on a VLAN with all the cameras on the same VLAN using a 24-port switch. When the UDM gets restarted, for any reason, the UNVR stops recording. Any ideas? So when you're on a separate VLAN, you are restarting the UDM Pro or your UDM or your gateway. The UNVR stops recording. What IP does your UNVR have? Is it on the same VLAN? I'm just thinking in terms of the routing. I wouldn't expect it to stop, but I'm wondering if you're going across a VLAN and because your gateway can't route it anymore, I'm wondering if it's stopping. So I'll just check what... Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. It might be a bit excessive initially, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Just a quick one. I have a normal gate system in our house and was wondering if Unify have an intercom system that also has a Unify intercom screen in the house. So yeah, I mean, in terms of Unify access, let's just go to here. So in terms of Unify access, you can buy any of the kits. So gate starter kit, door starter kit, intercom, Reader Pro. I think those are the main ones. And you can use the intercom viewer. So when you click on the intercom viewer, it says what it's compatible with. So it's compatible with the UA intercom, the UA G3 Reader Pro, and the G2 Reader Pro. So as long as you have one of these at your gate, you can use this intercom and it can trigger the door and yeah, that will then open the gate for you if that's configured correctly in your access control. If you can't show Unify Network that the G6 180 price was already leaked, I'm pretty sure you already have it. Well, that's an assumption you're going to have to think, and maybe that's true, maybe that's not. But we'll move on. I'm not saying any more around speculations. Okay, and if it was, let me add to that. If it was, it would have been in Unify Network. It would be in Unify Protect. Maybe the device might show in Unify Network, but yeah, the main stuff is in Unify Protect. But anyway, we move on. Yeah. That's let's go back to here anyway. So yeah, that's definitely true. Ask anything I can say legally. There's certain stuff we cannot speak about. Illegal activity is not permitted. Good evening, Mark. How you doing? Can you leak everything Cody has? Yep. Just basically go to the Ubiquiti store, go one of everything, and that's what Cody has. But anyway, I say no more. How much gigabits M2 would you recommend for the upcoming UNAS Pro? UNAS Pro 4. So I haven't got my hands on one of these yet, so I couldn't give you any recommendations off this. I haven't tested the 8-bay version either. So again, I couldn't give you anything on this, but if anyone's in the comments, feel free to... I don't even know. I mean, the 8-bay, does that just come with a blank drive, or does it actually come with a drive with it? I don't even know. That's how much I've not looked at the NASs. So if you buy the So yeah, if you buy it, it comes with a 1 terabyte version. So whether that's enough, remember this is just used for caching. It's not used for anything else. So yeah, the Ubiquiti one comes with a 1 terabyte version. In your opinion, what's your best UI product released in 2025? Best regards from Austria. I think we had this conversation. So myself, Cody, Clay, and Jesse did a live stream. Probably when was it? End of November. And we had this question. I'm trying to remember what my answer was. What was my answer? Actually, I don't know if we got to this question, but anyway, it would be a really tough answer. I know again that's a bit of a wishy-washy answer or a very political answer, you can say, but it's really hard to choose a single product. But if I had to pick, yeah, I don't. It's tough to pick. I mean, best value, I would definitely say the U7 Lite for sure. $99, Wi-Fi 7. People will say you don't get a gigabit throughput. People will say there's no Wi-Fi 7, but I was getting a gigabit throughput in terms of what's there. So for me, the Wi-Fi 7 is best value for money in terms of, okay, it doesn't have 6 gigahertz, but you'll get a decent amount of speed. So in terms of best value product, the U7 Lite for sure. But in terms of best, it's really tough to pick one product. Maybe ask me in a few more days and see if there's any more products that come out. Let's have a look. It's a tough one to pick. And I know I'm holding you in silence, but you really got me thinking. It's really hard to pick one product. I would, yeah, I can't give one. If I really had to really pick one, I'd probably go with the NVR Instant because that was something we've probably been waiting for a long time. $199. You can put your cameras on there. It works standalone. I think that's probably one of the better products out there at this point. And I didn't highlight that. But yeah, that was the question that we got in. He's on holiday 364 days of the year. Yep, that's for sure. Cody's enjoying life. Why not? It's the best way to do it. This Christmas promotion by Unify really wasn't a good idea. My bank account is empty. Did you buy anything? So I was going to pick up some. I was going to pick up some sensors, but I said to myself I'd do it the other day, and then I kind of forgot, and then it didn't happen. So no is the honest answer. And like I said, we're very fortunate in terms of we get sent a lot of stuff, so I don't really need to buy too much, to be honest with you. What I have set up at home is pretty much everything I could ask for and then some. So I don't think it's just some of the more other devices that I may want in the future. We'll see if I purchase them then. And the good thing is, I think in the UK one, the delivery isn't too bad. It's like £10. So I guess for you guys in the US, about $13, $14. Those of you in Europe, probably a similar sort of price. $11, $12, some euros, not even bucks. What am I talking about? But yeah, anyway. So the delivery charges in the UK are not too bad. Can the new U7 Pro XG wall be integrated into the wall? So I did see I'm sure I saw a faceplate of this. Let's have a look. So it doesn't look like it can, because this looks like it's a device that's just goes over the top, which is interesting. So the U7 Pro wall, you have the paintable cover that goes on top. It's the in wall, I think. Yeah, I don't think. Technical. Let's go installation guide. Let's have a look. Let's find out together, shall we? It looks like it's only external. Doesn't look, maybe I need to actually go to the not the paintable cover, maybe the actual AP itself would be a better option. Technical installation guide. So it can go over a gang box, but it doesn't look like it can go in the wall. And then hopefully that answers your question. Can you briefly that's definitely one for this time of night, that's for sure. Can you briefly explain inter-VLAN routing using an object-based firewall rule? I know I said ask me anything, but I'm gonna put that one to the side for the time being. I'm gonna make a quick note of it on the side, and if I have time at the end, I will go through this in a bit more detail, because that one is definitely a heavy one for this time of the night, for where I am anyway. Inter VLAN routing using and maybe this is actually more than a live stream. Maybe this is actually a video in itself. So maybe I would maybe this might actually turn out to be a video instead. On the back of the gate question, is there a larger screen that can be used in the house? Is there a larger screen that can be used in the house? Not that I'm aware of at this point. I know you could use a tablet with the Unify Access app. That's one way of possibly doing it. But yeah, the only tablet that Ubiquiti, or the only device that Ubiquiti have, is that intercom viewer, and I actually have one down here. So that's the intercom viewer. So it's not the largest thing in the world, but it's also not that small either. It's not something you're going to see halfway across the room, but yeah. I think they should make the intercom viewer GX doorbell compatible as well. That would be good. That would be good if they could do something like that. But I think, let's see if it's there. Don't know how much. Yeah, maybe we'll save it for another video. But I mean, you feel free to read it. I won't go through it here. It's on the website. Feel free to go to the product page of either or, and there's an FAQ section which tells you about the intercom viewer. So yeah, have a little read on there, and it tells you all about it just there. Why is it Unify Network? I could be it might not necessarily be a product. I could be running maybe a slightly newer version of Unify Network, or I could be running something. Well, yeah, that's probably the only thing it could be, to be fair. So it could be a product, it could be a software, it could just be I have some sensitive data in there that I am not able to show you at this point. Let's have a look what we got here. So we use Crestron. Okay. We use Crestron in the house too. Do you know if it's possible for Unify Connect? So I have seen some stuff around Unify Connect. Again, not something I can pull up at this point, unfortunately, but I'm sure Unify Connect, or was it Lutron? I think it was. I don't think it was Crestron. I think maybe it was Lutron, that it was a native that you can just connect it up. Let's have a look. Unify Connect, EV charging. Yeah, I don't think it's Crestron. I'm sure, I'm just trying to check now. Unify Connect. Crestron. I mean, there is a. Hopefully, this doesn't play. I mean, there is a video online. I don't know how current. I don't know how current it is. But yeah, it's Crestron Unify Access overview. I know that you're not looking for Unify Access, but that seems to be all there is. And I think if I do Unify Connect Lutron, yeah, there you go. Straight away it came up. So this is integrate Lutron processes into Unify Connect. So I don't think they do it for Crestron, but I think it works for Lutron. Price is quite reasonable. If that is the price, then yeah, I mean it definitely will be. As big as you can afford, it's only caching. Yeah, it's fair comment there. Officially, the Gateway Max supports up to 2 terabyte SSD, but you know if anyone has successfully, I want to say Vasil, you've put in a 4 terabyte. Was it in the fiber or was it the Gateway Max? I can't remember which one it was, but I know you've put one in. You've definitely put a larger one in. Best value was UCG Max 512 during the sale. I can't, you know what? I kind of remember. As much as it was just yesterday, I kind of remember what was in the sale. I know that the gateways were on offer, but I'm guessing it's not on the site anymore. But yeah, unfortunately that ship has sailed anyway. Evening, any insider tips on getting UNAS Pro to show as a unified device while connected on SFP Plus? Any insider tips on getting the UNAS Pro to show as a unified device while getting connected on SFP Plus? I've tried everything. Let me have a look at mine, because I'm pretty sure mine's connected via SFP Plus. Like showing in Unify Network or showing somewhere else? In the Unify devices? Oh yeah, you did say shows a unified device. It's interesting. Mine is there. It's got an interesting name, but mine is definitely there. It shows up in the drive devices in Unify Network. Maybe a separate video. Yeah, maybe like I think that one's a bit more of an in-depth one. So yeah, maybe one for a separate video. What do you think about the Express and Express 7? One line answer: if you have the budget to buy an Express 7, get the Express 7. I think there was the more long-winded answer. I think there was a few. I think there was a few. What do you call it? I think there was a few issues with people saying that the Express was quite slow. Once you start adding in some more devices, it gets even more slower. But the Express 7 has that faster chip in it. So for sure, if you have the option to go with Express 7, definitely go with that one. Is the Express 7 in AP mode a good alternative for the U7 in wall when I want to use VLANs? Is the Express 7 in AP mode a good alternative for the U7 in wall? I'm trying to understand what you're trying to do. So when you want to use VLANs, so is that in you're segregating your networks via SSID using different VLANs? Because you can probably do that on the in wall as well. I'm just trying to find out what you're hoping to achieve with that. I have a UDM SE with one of the SFP modules. Unify, I cannot seem to unplug it. It's a little stuck. What do you do? Definitely don't put a hammer to it. I think I've had one stuck before, but you just needed to wiggle it around a bit. It's hard to kind of explain, but yeah, I wouldn't know what to tell you at this point. I mean, I've just tried wriggling it around a little bit. I wouldn't try and pull it out with a pair of pliers or anything, because you probably will end up breaking it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll open that one up to anyone in the comments. What would you do with the stuck SFP module? UCG Max 4 terabyte 990 working with no issues. Do not get a Western Digital, as apparently there's some issues with them. There you go. Who was asking the question? Uncle Sanchez. There you go. Vassals use the 4 terabyte Samsung one with no issues. So stay away from Western Digital by the looks of it. Mine is connected via SFP Plus as well. I'm assuming yours shows perfectly fine as well, Rich. In your opinion, if I install a G6 Instant outdoors and continuously expose it to the British weather, do you think it will hold up without any unpleasant surprises? What rating is the G6 Instant? Is it 60? Is it 55? Is it 65? I don't think it'd be 65. Oh, it's IPX5. I mean, if you keep it out in the open rain, it probably might not last that long. If it's under a covering, if it's under a covering, well, I mean, I say it won't last that long. It will last, but it's really hard to tell in terms of how long that's going to last. It is designed to be used outdoor. You can use it outdoor. But to get the biggest life out of it, it's probably best to keep it under the soffit or keep it slightly covered to make sure you get the best out of it. I mean, I know some people that have put flexes outdoors, even the old G3 flexes, which weren't rated, but they kept it under a soffit. And yeah, it lasted a lot longer. The G3 intercom is good enough spec-wise. Should I go for it or wait for the G6 Pro entry? It's for a vehicle gate in combination with the Access Hub. If it's hard, again, it's hard to make that distinction. If what is available today can do the job for you and you need it now, then go ahead and purchase it. If you can hold on, now nobody knows when the G6 Pro entry is going to be coming. It is supposed to be coming this month. It might move to next month. It just depends on how things go. They're in the holiday season at the moment, so I would imagine possibly things might get slightly delayed. I don't know. Or it might be a Christmas miracle and you might see it before Christmas or even just after Christmas. Who knows? So it's really hard to tell how long the products are going to be before they arrive. But if you need it ASAP, then if the G3 intercom does it for you, then you can go ahead and use the G3 intercom. The other advantage, I guess, you've got the physical keypad on the intercom and you have a bigger screen. Whereas I'm expecting the G6 from the images that we saw at the UWC, it's quite long. The screen in the middle is not the biggest. It's a big screen, but it's not the biggest screen. So it just depends on what those sort of requirements are. Oh, wow. I didn't realize the time already. It's 20 to 9 already. But anyway, we'll go for a little bit longer. Let's see how we get on. The original Unify Express in AP is excellent. In AP mode, you also get an extra port as well. Cool. That's good to know. So whoever was asking earlier for the original Express also does a good job, but I'm assuming that is Wi-Fi 6. Yeah, there's normally that little thing that flips out at the front that you can normally pull it out with. But yeah, it's I don't know. Let me so I'm just Googling how to take out the stuck SFP module. Gently wiggle, use a small tool like a flathead screwdriver or tweezers to press the internal latch. Okay, there might be some sort of internal latch. Okay, there's a few, there might be a few videos out there that might be able to do it for you. So maybe a quick Google will show you some videos on how best to do that. Which optical module? Which optical module should I use for the SFP port in the Dream Router 7 to connect a single mode optical cable? That cable with an APC connector. So Ubiquiti have a single. Oh no, I didn't want to open that. Sorry, I'm looking a bit weird because my close of my window is like round the back of my PC because my monitor goes over. Let's have a little look. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Store. So single mode. This is the US store, but you have the bidirectional single mode cables there. I'm guessing you don't need more than a gig one, so you won't need the 10 gig or the 25 gig or the 100 gig. So I'm sure the single gig bidirectional one should be perfectly fine for you. So yeah, something like this would do that for you. Appreciate. No worries. I'll take a look. I recently moved. Was careful and didn't bump it or try to release it. Take some dust. Okay. Yeah. Good luck with that. Let us know. Let us know how you get on. What would an optimal HDD be, by the way, for several 4K cameras? I was looking at the Skyhawks, but open to suggestions. Also, thanks for the Q&A. No worries. We're all here to learn each week. So if I don't, I'm not the beacon of all knowledge, but I will try and help you where I can. And there are lovely people in the audience or that are listening that are also very happy to help you. In terms of the drives, I've generally always stuck with the WD Purples or even the Skyhawks. Other people might have different opinions, but they've done what I've done, what I needed to do for now. But several 4K cameras. I think you can still get away with the WD Purple. I don't think, as long, but just make sure it's the 7200 one rather than the 5400 one in terms of RPM. The RPM may struggle on the 5400 side, but yeah, definitely. I've always been a Western Digital guy in terms of those drives, but again, I will open it up to anyone in the audience if they wish to waver any opinions that differ. Also, which club do I support? Are you sure you want me to answer this question? Maybe last season I would have answered this question, but this season it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. I am a Liverpool fan, so I'm just expecting all my viewers to go all the way down. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I am a Liverpool fan. So if anybody has any tickets going, let me know. I'll be happy to attend any games. Yeah, I had it fully flat to pull out, but don't want to damage it. Yeah, no, I get that because it's one of those that comes out and you feel like you're going to pull it and the whole clip is going to come off, but yeah, it should just come out. No worries. The UDV switch is for indoors. What can I use for outdoors for 4K cameras if I cannot run cables? That is a very good question. So if we go to Wi-Fi, let's go over to bridging. So it would probably have to be a conjunction of maybe two different devices. I would probably go with something like the Device Bridge Pro. This will mesh back to your access point, and on the back of this, you have a you have a gigabit port out. So something like this should be can be connected to another switch, which you can then power your cameras off of. You can just run a single camera off this, like you see right here, but there's nothing stopping you connecting an outdoor box or a Flex Utility Pro, connecting a switch to it, and then putting a load of cameras on it. But the only thing I will say is just keep in mind in terms of how many cameras you're putting on, because you don't want to overload the link. Just keep an eye on how much throughput you get. I mean, this link you can get, it's a 5 gigahertz link, so you should get a reasonable throughput on it. Up to 867. So I think when I tested it, I was getting around about 300, 400 megabits per second. But that we're in fairly favorable conditions. So just keep that one in mind when you're setting that up. So I would probably do something like that if you're struggling to get somewhere where you want to use something like the device bridge, but you can't. Yes, it's probably not as cheap, let's say, or not as efficiently on the budget, or not as nice on the budget as you might think. But yeah, that's the way I would go. I ordered a UDV Pro a few days ago. I was quite disappointed that it ships with a PoE adapter, and you need to order the PoE Plus adapter if you want the PoE out. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that. I'm trying to remember when I got mine. It was quite a while ago, and I can't remember what was in there. But I have a PoE Plus switch, so probably didn't think of that problem at that point. That's interesting. Power method, yeah. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Good to know. I had a gut feeling. I would ask who you support, but I have a feeling it will either be United. Who else are we looking at? It'll be Arsenal, or you'll be an Everton fan. One of the three. That's where I'll place my bets, but I'll probably be proven wrong now anyway. I'm using the Toshiba N300 10TB drives in the UNVR instance with 4 G6 Bullet cameras. It's been running without any issues. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. So yeah, that's another one that people tend to use. So, or Uncle Sanchez does anyway. Also the U6 Mesh Pro with a second RJ45 port. Yep. Vasil's he's always got the good ideas. He always comes up with other ideas to what I come up with. So yeah, that's the other option. I'm trying to find the U6 Mesh. As I clicked on the wrong one. Yep, so that's the U6 Mesh. There you go. Something like that. Oh, there you go. That wasn't a bad guess, was it? Yeah, so you're not having much better of a season than I am, really. So we're both kind of in the same boat. But we've been around for a little while. I know I haven't gone over the retrofit stuff, so I will quickly go over that for a few minutes now, and then get your last questions in, because I'm about to disappear very soon. I would stick around a little bit longer, but I have a few things I need to get done and edited. So yeah, before I call it a night. So this is the retrofit hub, which was announced probably maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe a few months ago. I don't know. I can't remember when it was announced. But this is basically allowing you to now do retrofits. So instead of running all new cables, so if you're using something like, for example, like Paxton or a different door access system, you can go ahead and use the existing cablings and use this. So it looks exactly similar to obviously the Unified Access Reader, and it has all the different. I'm not going to open it up at this point. It has all the different what you'd expect to see. So just like you would. So if you have a OSDP reader, you can connect them up here. You have door position sensor, request to exit, and then you have your locks. It has 2 lock supports, and it has and it has auxiliaries as well. What else do we have in here? So with them, you can then replace the readers themselves with something like this. Again, this just connects straight in. I haven't actually plugged this in. As you can see, it's still inside the box. I've not done anything with it. So I'm hoping to actually at least plug it into Unify Access to see what it looks like, because I currently have no idea what it does within Unify Access. There's a whole bunch of FAQs. So if you're not sure about what it is, how to connect your third-party readers, or can you connect it to a third-party access controller, retrofit readers to the retrofit hub. Yeah, so it gives you everything that you need to know in there, basically. I've probably not done a very good job of explaining this, but this is where we are for the last few minutes of the stream. The retrofit, if you need a PSU, a lot of them you feed in your live electrical cables, so and then you converts that down to 12 volt to power up the reader itself. So this reader, I mean, does it? I don't know if it takes I don't think it even takes PoE. I think it's all powered via 12 volt. It does have a network connectivity. It does have a network connection. Sorry, should I say? But let's have a look. Let's find out together. We're asking questions that doors connect. Can I control 2 doors? No, I think they're just network connectivity. I don't think there is any PoE powering in here. No, doesn't seem to be. Right, but anyway, I think that pretty much sums up my stream for this evening. Do please make sure you hit the like button on the way out before you go. And what are we next Sunday, the 27th, 28th? I will hopefully stream next Sunday, or I might actually stream during the week. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll see what the week looks like. But feel free to drop me any video comments or any video ideas that you want. I know I've got one to take a look at, and we'll see if we can do a video on something like this. But yeah, hit the like button on your way out, and enjoy the rest of the holiday season. If I don't speak to you, I'm sure you'll be back next week though, and we'll see you in the new year.